What's going on, guys? Rico here. Gonna try a little voiceover here for this video. We'll see how this goes. I want to take you guys along, show you guys how a trip for me looks like heading out east, and hopefully you like it. Right now I'm loaded and going to Ontario. We got 9 vehicles loaded in total, salvage vehicles. They all come from my buddies. My buddy ships them out there. My buddy sells about 250 vehicles a year, and he ships them out east, and I buy my vehicles out east and ship them back home, back west. Here we are unloading the vehicles. We made it to our destination. It takes me about 27 hours from Manitoba to Ontario. And yeah, we always unload the vehicles that don't start, that don't run. We unload with a loader, as you can see here. These guys right here, they sell about 150 vehicles, salvage vehicles, as is per month. 150 vehicles, that's a lot of vehicles. He started out just selling 1, 2, 3 vehicles a month, and eventually landed a big contract that with the insurance company, and now sells all these vehicles here. After unloading, we went inside and checked out some of the vehicles they have for sale. This one is I believe a 2017 Lamborghini Huracan. Got rear-ended, or I think the guy was drifting or something. This particular car was for sale for 120 grand. They've got all kinds of vehicles there: Ferraris, Lambos, G-Wagons, Mercedes AMGs, you name it, they got it there, and they're all salvage. So that's pretty amazing. They got a showroom just with salvage vehicles. And some of the vehicles that are irreparable here, maybe this Huracan is, I'm not quite sure about this Lambo here, but some of the other vehicles that are for sale there, let's say like a 2018 Escalade with 30 kilometers. If that vehicle is irreparable, it'll eventually be exported into another country, most likely Africa. And out there, they, they can register it again and can drive it on the street. Here are some other vehicles like the Mercedes here. They got a whole yard outside, probably with 400 cars, something like that. Maybe even more, I don't know. I didn't count. There's a Tesla in the back there that you'll be able to see now. That just shows you guys you don't even have to have a vehicle safety and certified and all that. You can sell anything and everything. You just have to find a market for it. I know there's auctions out there selling salvage vehicles, but this is a company that buys vehicles from the auction. Let's say some of the vehicles come from the auction, some of it come from the insurance company. You know, with the insurance company, the contract they have, they can't pick and choose. They have to take everything that they have there. And some of the stuff he says they lose money with, but most of the stuff, like for example all these newer vehicles and whatnot, there is good margins in there. So he sells them for a profit for him and a big discount for the customer, and everybody's happy. After unloading, we went to the hotel that we stay at and checked in, hung out there for about an hour, got refreshed, showered, whatnot, and went to the dealership right after that I have a contract with, and ended up purchasing 3 vehicles, some of the trade-ins, 3 trade-ins. and went back to the hotel. The next morning we went to the auction there and checked out some of the vehicles that they have for sale. All these vehicles are being auctioned off in about 2 hours from now. And what I like to do is just go to the vehicles, mark the vehicles down that I might be interested in purchasing, and look them over, start them up, put them in reverse, put them in drive, and just make sure everything is sound and safe. And it just amazes me every time how much garbage there is out there. It's, I'm not talking about the dirty van here, but just in general. Like, there's so much garbage out there, stuff that won't run, transmission issues, engine issues. On Tuesday, there's always free meals there, so that's nice. After lunch, the auction starts, and you can kind of tell, or you kind of see how the auction looks like. On Tuesday, there's about, I think, 4 or 5 lanes going, and 2 vehicles are being auctioned off at the same time on each lane. So it can get hectic if there's a vehicle on lane A, let's say, and there's another vehicle that you were looking to buy on lane B. So you kind of have to go back and forth. But it worked out so far. Anyways, we bought 6 vehicles on this auction here. And that night we started loading some of the vehicles from the dealership that we bought previously. We couldn't leave that night because we got late to the bank, but this is the next morning. Right away in the morning we went out there to the auction and started loading all those vehicles that I purchased the day before. So this is it. We filled her up and had some lunch and then went on our way. Me and my buddy always drive through the night, switch driving. While he drives, I sleep or watch a movie, and then when I drive, he does his thing. On this particular trip, we got pulled into a DOT station and got actually inspected. A class 3 inspection. For anyone that doesn't know what a class 3 inspection is, it's a inspection on logbook, safety, all the necessary documents that you need to have. We actually had to obtain a permit that I didn't know I had to purchase, and it was like $70 for a whole year. So now I think we should be completely 100% legal. Once back home, all these vehicles will go through a safety inspection. As you can see right now, we're unloading all the vehicles at the safety shop. That way I can know what repairs are needed for each vehicle to pass the safety. And once the repairs are completed, all these vehicles will be up for sale. I hope you liked today's video. If you have any questions, comment below. Like the video if you liked it, and subscribe. Till the next video.
Are you up all night, I guess?
Yep.